Sasha, let me start with you. What do you make of the fact that the House did vote as it did? Of course, there's no surprise there, but what does this now mean going forward in the Senate?
Well, it makes for fantastic political theater, but unfortunately, I think it's going to have very little impact on the election. The vote was along party lines. The Senate, having a Republican majority, is the one that actually has to convict, and they will. There's absolutely no indication that they will not acquit. They're not going to get the 2/3 majority. It had to be done, and I think from someone who's observed American politics for a long time and also studies the functioning of law in American society, it was done in a very procedurally appropriate and valid fashion. But the Republicans have completely aligned themselves with Trump. They are the party of Trump now. So this is a lot of sound and fury signifying nothing.
Frank, what do you make of this? Because BC, as you know, the Republicans would say this has been a witch hunt from day one, that it's just been about getting Donald Trump somehow.
Yeah, I think it's right that it had to be done. It had due process had to be followed, as the previous speaker said. I think it's very interesting to see that the Democrat Party is actually quite torn by this whole issue, because of course it doesn't really translate into any electoral gains, and I think that's quite clear that the Democrats are, on the one hand, having to pursue with this because it's due process and they cannot not do this. But on the other hand, it's quite clear from both the voting in Congress as well as the public sentiment out there that there's no gains to be made, that everyone is still standing firm on their political ground. So in a sense, the Democrats wanted almost to get it now over with so that they can actually say we've done it. It's still something we can appeal to over the course of the next few months and year.
Right.
But knowing that it really doesn't translate into any electoral gains.